What's up, guys? It's Benny. Right on time. Joe Rogan is losing his mind over the amount of fraud in California. Reminder, Joe Rogan started his podcast out in California in the Hollywood Hills and had to leave. He left during COVID. And right as Joe Rogan has a meltdown, Nick Shirley is going viral with a brand new expose on California fraud. So everything just kind of works perfectly together. Nick Shirley with a new banger out exposing $170 million worth of California fraud, 46,000 reposts, 130,000 likes, 3 million views. Nick Shirley's new work will obviously be appreciated by Joe Rogan, who just went on an absolute rampage against the fraud in the state of California. They just passed a billionaire's tax in California to drive even further wealth out of the state. Look at this from the LA Times. Inside of the wealth exodus of California, tech billionaires, Zuckerberg, Larry Page, Sergey Brin, are rapidly leaving and buying up properties in Florida, as California has a proposed 5% wealth tax on all billionaires and unrealized capital gains. Most of these billionaires are billionaires on paper. All their money is in stock. It's in their companies. They'd have insane bills. It is absolute Marxism what's happening in California. The wealth tax is driving an unprecedented demand for Florida luxury properties. The migration reflects an effort to transform Florida into a tech hub. Yeah. Joe Rogan.
The thing that drives me the most nuts is when these progressive talking heads saying they don't want to pay their fair share. With the amount of waste and fraud, why would you? You don't think there should be some accountability to how much fucking waste and fraud that has been clearly demonstrated? Like, the solution is just give more money. Oh, and they can do it because they have it. So what? You just give more money and now it's $30 billion goes to homeless with no accountability? Like, what are you saying? Like, where do you think this money is going to go where it's actually going to help people and affect things in a positive way? There's been no indication that that's the case. That the real problem is they just haven't had enough money from the billionaires. That's fucking ludicrous. That idea is ludicrous. It's such a lazy, intellectually lazy way of framing this whole discussion. That's saying, oh, they don't want to pay their fair share. Fuck you. That's not what's going on here. What's going on here, you have a completely incompetent government that's absolutely corrupt, and they want more money.
Oh, yeah.
Gas is like $8 a gallon almost now.
Oh.
That's bananas.
To underscore Joe Rogan's point here, the Gavin Newsome press office posted this in response to Nick Shirley exposing hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars worth of fraud. Can I see your kids, Nick Shirley, with all the cameras on him? You do realize I'm trying to help Americans eliminate fraud and waste, right? No need to try and make me look like the bad guy for exposing fraud. People are over at Start working for people, not against them. Posts like this, like a small percentage of people are going to see this, think that Nick Shirley is like attacking daycares, and they're going like bad things are going to happen. This is really like one of the worst posts I've ever seen in my life. They should get their account locked over this. It's completely and totally evil, lazy, and like this is their response to exposing fraud. They did the same thing to me when I went out to California to look at the homeless industrial complex fraud. And you know what's wild about this is that Nick Shirley did go out and find that little kids were being abandoned in daycares. Check out this clip.
Can we talk to the adult?
He is not here.
Not here.
Yeah.
So you guys all by yourself?
Yeah. Open the door.
No one's here.
No one is here. No one is not here.
Okay, so you guys are all by yourself?
Okay. I can see by myself.
Yeah, okay, that's concerning. No one's watching those children and they're all by themselves.
My heart is breaking right now. I can't.
Also, Nick Shirley found an insane amount of fraud. He was able to go and speak with the actual fraudster, Somalis, and hospice center workers as they all melted down and ran away from him. A really fun little stinger taste of it right here.
This is the sound of hospice money. Could you just answer the question, what's the need for a 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA? Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey?
You don't know what's going on?
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California. That there is $6,000 per beneficiary, Can you give us any explanation? Where can we open a hospice at? Get the Maybach just like you.
California may have the largest amount of fraud in the country, as California is the state with the highest taxes and collects more money than any other state in America. It is filled with fraud. California's version of Medicaid, called Medi-Cal, has more than doubled since 2022 from $108 billion to a proposed $222 billion in 2026. Their population, however, has not grown exponentially. However, their spending has. There has been a 1,000% increase in hospice care in the Los Angeles County. In fact, 1 out of every $10 of home health care in America is spent in Los Angeles. On top of that, their government-funded daycare programs are filled with violations. While they continue to give money to these fraudsters, it is estimated that the fraud in California could be in the hundreds of billions of dollars. In this video, we'll be going face to face with these fraudsters, confronting them as they defraud the American taxpayer out of millions and billions of dollars as they live their lives in luxury, driving around luxurious cars that cost more than $100,000 that you actually paid for. Let's start first by going to these daycares filled with violations that still continue to receive money from the government.
So yeah, man, I'm just telling you, people have had enough. People have had enough. They've had enough of the fraud politicians. It looks like the Trump administration is going to be refocusing on the fraud, putting J.D. Vance in charge. President Trump did a press conference about the fraud fight that his administration is on right now, yesterday. And so I guess we will see what happens next. It has to be mass arrests, right? You have to shut this all down. Most of these dollars are federal dollars. Fox News reports on massive California healthcare fraud. An 87-year-old Nevada doctor's identity was used to file 76,000 claims for $600 million in Los Angeles. I've never billed Medicare for any of these patients, he says. Goodness. Okay. Well, time for arrests. I mean, obviously, right? Right? The money's going somewhere. Get on it. Most important issue in all of America. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.